Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the July's edition webinar, the free webinar today. My name is Nancy. I'm part of the SDR team at Pacera SaaS. And with me are some other team members that will be responding to you. We have the likes of Joy, Ogochukwu, Oluchi, Michael, Tolu, and Ugonna, Oluwabotemi, and Margaret. We are happy to have you. On behalf of the Paysetters team, we'd like to sincerely thank you for taking the time to join us. Today's session is designed especially for business owners, entrepreneurs, and anyone looking to grow their business smarter, not just harder. Before we begin, we'd like everyone to stick to the housekeeping rules, which are kindly keep yourself on mute throughout the presentation. Feel free to drop your question in the chat at any time. The team members will be responding to them. Would have a dedicated Q&A session after the presentation. Stay until the end because we'll also share how you can get step-by-step ways to run your business by itself. And without wasting much of our time, let's make welcome our speaker. He's a business automation strategist with extensive experience helping businesses streamline operations, increase revenue, and automate repetitive tasks using technology. If your virtual hands aren't busy, let's make welcome with a virtual upload Mr. Benga Omotayo. Hello, Mr. Benga, are you there? I can't
Yes,
see your virtual upload, please. Let's make use of oh, nice, fantastic. Virtual upload for our speaker. Thank you so much. Thank you
all
so
right.
much.
Thank
You
you,
have the floor now,
Nancy.
sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate that introduction. I appreciate everyone for being here and welcome. So, before we begin, let me ask you a simple question. I'm assuming everybody here is a business owner. If you decided not to work for the next 2 weeks, say you're taking time off your work, my question is, would your business continue to attract customers? Would your business be following up with leads? Would your business be able to book appointment? Would your business be able to collect payments? Would your business continue to run itself without you being in the picture? Whatever type of business you have. So, but I don't want you to answer me right now. I just want you to think about it. See, for many business owners, the business depends entirely on them. You can't scale a business like that. That business will go nowhere. And there's no excuse. Whether you're old, you're young, you know about technology or not, that's not what we're talking about. If your business depends on you to do anything, that business is going to be stunted and it's exhausting. It's going to tire you and wear you easily. And that's one of the biggest reasons many businesses struggle to grow. But today I'm going to show you how to change that. So this is not about me demoing a software. It's a practical business growth masterclass. And my goal is that when you leave today, you're going to leave with ideas that you can start to implement right now and right here. You can serve your customers better and you can grow your business whether you're new or your growth. So take a notebook and begin to take notes. You see, many people assume that weak revenue or no revenue, I'm not making money, no customers, is because, oh, I don't have good marketing, I don't have good website, I don't have a good branding. But that's usually not the case, right? In a good business, the marketing is doing its job, whether you're using word of mouth or whatever, that's doing it's supposed to do what it's supposed to do. But the problem starts when you introduce your business to people and nothing happens. What am I talking about? Someone calls your business, nobody is there to pick up. Nobody makes an inquiry, nobody is there to respond to them. There is no proper follow up. Email is sitting for days before anyone responds to them. Or even after making a sales, no thank you email, no follow up email, no birthday greetings, no anniversary greetings, no interest in them. And that's where the leaks is. So opportunity is there for you no matter what type of business you have. The issue is how you manage them, right? Coming in. right? So in this presentation, we're going to shift our focus from marketing alone to your full customer journey. Because marketing is not all about that is in a business. Bringing customers in, advertising yourself, they're great, but there's so many other moving parts that are equally important in a buyer's journey. And if you think one is more important than the other, you've lost. You've lost the game because each one has a purpose in that journey. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with us today. So I want you to honestly think about that again. What would happen if your business What would happen to your business if you disappeared for 2 weeks? God forbid, you're not, maybe you're sick, but you won't be sick in Jesus' name, right? But say something happened, but you're not just able to be in the business. What happened? Think about that. When you have a business that cannot run itself without you being there, then that business will not scale. And that's the goal of my presentation today. And before we move on, I want you to think about why you started this journey. I have my why of starting a business. You also have your why. You know why you're doing what you do. The goal for you is positive. You needed freedom. You wanted to get out of the rat race. You needed time, flexibility, independence. You want to make more money. You want to help people. Whatever the case, it's always a laudable idea. But if we ask most businesses today, are they really having that experience? Is that their reality? Because people in the effort to grow their business, the business is overwhelming them because they're doing so many things. They're running around, logging in from one place to another, trying to run the business. But business that scale is not created like that. Look, I know someone, it generates millions of dollars every year through food business. I tell you, the business looks successful. The business is actually successful. He is making a lot of money. But I tell you, he can't even remember when last he woke up at 6, 7 a.m. and still in bed. He has to wake up very early in the morning, come back home late at night. It's tiring. It's very, very tiring because that business cannot run without him, right? His revenue has grown, but his freedom and his health have suffered. And that's the hidden cost of building a business without a system. When you have a business that does not have a system, even during creation, God created the heaven and the earth for 6 days, and on the seventh day, He rested. When you have, and since that time, the word remains as it is of what God did in 6 days. Nothing changes and nothing has changed. And that's what a system is meant to do in your business. Rather than you working inside the business, trying to do little stuff, you're supposed to be building the asset of the business because the asset is what powers the business, right? So, and that's what today is all about. Now, I want to explain a little bit more the difference between a marketing problem and a system problem. If you go to the ocean and ocean has a lot of water and you go in with a bucket or container or whatever, when you scoop water, what would determine how much water you would have or you would take? A couple of things. Number one, the size of your container. Here you are, there's a vast expanse of water in front of you, but your container will determine how much of that water you can take. Or even when there's a wave of ocean coming in at you, you're able to scoop based on the size of your container. And the other factor will be how quickly can you repeat that? If you don't have a system in place, number one, a larger container, and number two, a system to quickly repeat that, you have a lot of water, but you can only have little. Another way to think about it is you have a bucket with a hole in it, right? But there's a lot of water, which is marketing, leads, customers. But the problem is not solved. because the system is broken because the bucket has water in it. And that's why what will lead me to my next point, which is there's 7 leaks. There's 7 ways that I have narrowed down that gets businesses to lose revenue. 7 ways. And they're not isolated to any particular industry. They are everywhere. Any type of business or services, right? And I can tell you, an average business have two, three, four that is happening right now without even knowing that. And people think is a customer problem. It's not a customer problem. It's a leakage. There's a leak in your system. And if you can fix it, then you will have no issues with getting customers. And they are on the screen, but I'm just going to quickly go through one after the other, right? But mind you, if you have a question, write it down. We're going to take questions at the end of this call. Right. Customers or leads or potential customers, they are always ready to buy. And if they're ready to buy, you have to be ready for them. When you are silent, when they call you, that's potential business. When there's silence, guess what happened? It's a signal to them that your business is slow, you're unavailable, or you're difficult to work with. And they're going to move into your customer or to your competitor. There's nothing as worst as someone is ready to buy and the seller is not ready to sell. They're not available at that right time because buying purchase is psychological. They're ready to buy, you're not available, your payment is not working, your website is not loading or something, or they reached out, nobody is responding to them. So number one revenue leaks is missed call. People call your business, either your phone number is not going through, or voicemail is full, or you didn't call back, or nobody, or you're slow to respond, right? That is a challenge right there. If someone calls two, three businesses, whoever picks first or respond first will most likely get the business. And the issue now is not even that you're missing a call, it's the lifetime value of that missed call. It has so many lifetime value. They can be a repeat customer, they can refer you to other people, they can leave reviews on Google and on and on and on. And all of these have a compounding effect on your business. Number one is your slow follow up. When you're slow to follow up, is as good as you're not responding. Like I said, purchase is psychological. They want to buy, be ready to sell. They're asking a question, be ready to respond to them immediately. Because if you don't do that, you may likely lose that business. So that's number two. Number three, now, before I go to number three, let me talk a little bit more about that. Look at my slide, right? Ideally, ideally, when a customer calls you or reaches out to you, under 5 minutes, you should acknowledge them. But a lot of people may be thinking, but how would I do that? 5 minutes. But it's because there is no system. There should be a system that whoever is coming through forms, email, calendar, SMS, whatever, phone call, they should, or going to your website, there should be a system that responds to them immediately. And when that system responds, that system should capture their name, email, phone number, and what they're looking for. It's very critical. If you don't have a system, it's going to be difficult for you to meet up with this standard, being able to respond in 5 minutes, because anything beyond that, the customer has already either decided or is looking or has found an alternative. 2 days later is way too late, right? So it's very important for you to respond as quickly as possible when it comes to dealing with your customer, right? Number three leak is no CRM. CRM is customer relationship management portal. In today's language, having a CRM is not a luxury. It is the foundation for a scalable business. You have to have a CRM. And I'm not talking about Mailchimp or Constant Contact. Those are email marketing platform. I'm talking about a CRM that if anyone coughs, anyone touch anything on your website, anyone commented on your Facebook, on your Instagram, anyone fill out a form on your website or whatever, your system captures them instantaneously and is storing their data for you, managing their journey with you. Because the more you know about them, because your CRM would help you analyze them to make you understand who they are, where they're coming from, a lot of information about them. And guess what? You're not doing this, the system is doing the work. So your CRM is solid. I know a bigger, I would say, uncle, brother in Washington, D.C. He's a lobbyist. He lost, because I was part of that, he lost over $400,000 opportunity because a business card that they gave him at an event, he misplaced them. He misplaced that business card. And then when he sent the phone number, he thought he saved the number on his phone. It was a totally different phone number. He lost that contact and it was a potential almost have $1 million opportunity. So you need a system, a lot of CRM these days. You can go to a networking event, you scan the business card, it goes into your CRM, easy, everything. So you need one central place for every lead, conversation, and customer record. It's very critical. Now, another leak is too much manual work. I'm a solopreneur, entrepreneur. I used to be solopreneur and all that. I've handled business on the side while working full time. So I know the game. I know the story. It can be overwhelming if you're the only one doing the work. And when you're the only one doing the work, you're going to get tired. You're going to drop the ball. Because there's a difference between working in the business and on the business, right? If you spend 3 hours every day just trying to schedule appointments or send reminders or read emails, all of those could have been done in 30 minutes. Right? You need an automated system that will take out every mundane little work off your hand while you can focus on the big deal of your business. Right? Number four, poor customer service. You see, poor customer service experience is not about bad service. It's usually about silence. Somebody bought from you, you think that's the end of it. That's not the end of the journey. In fact, that's the beginning. Because the moment they buy from you, you have so much opportunity to turn them to a lot of things that will bring more business to you. But how many businesses would make a sale? And that's it. No thank you, no receipt, no follow up, no question, no reminders, no offer, no reward, nothing. You know why? Because there is no system. There are systems that has been built to do all of this for you automatically. And it's very important, right? Very important. Now, I'll move on to leak number 6. No review system. Reviews are more than word of mouth. It's like word of mouth. It's not only when people manually tell you, "Oh, I've tried the food, it's very good," that you people buy. People go online. You go online. Every one of you, you go online, you search on Google, and you read the reviews, you read the rankings, and all of that. And another thing review does is because it helps you to rank very high on Google search. And when you rank very high, it creates trust and conversion rates. Now, let me ask you, if you were to make a purchase and there are two sellers that you're researching online, they have similar product, similar pricing and all that. One has 4 reviews and another one has 140 reviews. Drop it in the comment. Which one gets your business? And the answer is just too obvious. You see, most happy customers, they simply forget to leave a review unless you tell them. I buy things every time. Even when they remind you, sometimes you still don't do it. How much more if you're not reminded? So you need to have a system that automatically captures reviews for you. You need those reviews because, like I said, it's word of mouth for you. But these are things that are so common that it has become so uncommon. And that's why you see bigger multinational, multi-billion-dollar companies, They still ask for your reviews because reviews are part of the buyer's journey and it's very important. And how do you solve this? Automate review requests. The system would automatically send a review request. The system will capture the reviews. The system will respond to reviews. Even if the review is negative, the system will respond and offer a solution. Very, very important. And finally, your revenue leak, number 7, is no referral system. This is the this is the part of post purchase. They bought from you now. What happens? There's a difference between accidental and a proper referral system. Occasionally, someone may just refer you because someone asked them. That's accidental. They're not doing it just because someone asked them, they thought about you. But if you have a simple referral program, I tell you, you will generate more, over 30% of new revenue from your current customers. I tell you that, right? And there's so many ways. Yours could be, oh, 10% net purchase, 20% net purchase. You refer someone, you get 20%. You refer someone, you get free service. You know, there's so many ways you can implement your referral system. Learn to reward people who bring customers to you. Learn to reward them not because you're paying them, but because you're showing appreciation to them. This is another way that you lose revenue without knowing. Statistically, it's been proven that it costs you less to maintain an existing customer than to acquire one. The 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 customers you have, if you manage them properly, if you properly manage them, I tell you, that may be all you need. And you have to think about their lifetime value and invest in them. Because the more you invest in them, the more value they bring to your business. So a referral system is very critical, right? So one thing you also need to know, these leaks, they're not independent of one another. They compound each other. When you missed a call or and then no follow up and then poor experience, no reviews, no refer, everything breaks down. So it's not like, oh, I'm good at one, I'm not good at the other. They all work together. And you have to ensure the 7 of them are working together and there's no leak anywhere. You have to have everything there. Now, I don't know how many of you have a business here. If I ask you, you can drop it in the chat. How many of these 7 leaks exist in your business right now? Just if you're bold enough, you can drop it there, right? Now, I'm going to transition to 5 business shifts you must make to be able to block those 7 leakages. I'm going to talk about 5. You see, mindset shift must come before system changes. I know I'm talking about systems, automation, all that, but there has to be a mindset shift. So my next slide will challenge how you think about your business and prepare you to see your current approach differently. All right, just follow me. Now, think about this. You started your business looking for freedom, income, impact. But for many of us, the reality is different. There's stress, chaos, working overtime all the time. How did that happen? It's because sometimes we're very good at what we do. I'm guilty of that. We're problem solvers, creators, service provider. We just love to get things done. But if the business is growing, that will stunt the growth of your business if everything is all about you, right? So we have to shift our mind from task thinking to system thinking. Forget task, forget what needs to be done. Think about a system that gets it done, and the people would work inside the system with the effort of the system. Your task thinking is your reactive. Something happened, you try to fix it. Something happened, you try to fix it. But your system is proactive, right? Because your task thinking will make your business to depend on you, because when something happens, it's you now that have to resolve it. But the system thinking allows it to run without you. You have to have a SOP, standard operating procedures. We have it in my organization. Everyone knows what needs to be done. I have a target in our organization. Um, at a time, I'm going to be out of the business. So whatever would bring me back, we're sorting it one after the other. We're creating standard operating procedures. That's how you can grow a business. That's how you can scale a business. And that's how a business can be profitable. It cannot just be all about you, right? So, again, it's not even about efficiency, it's about building valuable assets that can grow beyond your own personal input. If you think you know it all as a business owner, the business has failed. There has to be smarter, better people working in your business than you, right? So, here is my action items to everyone. Take a moment to honestly consider, what are those three tasks you do every week that, if you just took the time to document them, could become a repeatable process handled by a system or someone else. I want you to think about that. All right. Now, your shift number two is stop depending on memory. Stop depending on memory. A lot of people run their business from their head, in their mind. This is very huge. We're very talented entrepreneurs, but businesses get stuck because everything relies on us remembering how things should be done. Anytime that happens in my organization, I feel very bad. Why should it be me? There has to be a way, right? And the problem is, as soon as you get busy, you get stressed, or you take a vacation, or memory fails you, or something happens, you're not in good mood. What happened? Your business will suffer, right? So we have to begin to think about this. We have to build a system and a team around reliability, right? So this is very, very critical. We need to build a system around our business. All right, so let me move on. Business shift number three, similar to number two, stop doing everything. Start automating repetitive tasks, right? You have to do this. Your unique value as an entrepreneur is not about sending appointment reminders. You are undervaluing yourself. You're shortchanging yourself, or you're chasing invoices. It has to be strategic thinking, the relationship building, the creative problem solving. Those high value conversations that only you can have. That's what you that's what you should be focusing on. Appointments, reviews, acknowledging emails, invoices, follow up, messages. That shouldn't be you, right? It's very easy, it's very simple. And there's systems in place, which I've already talked about. Right? Shift number four, stop chasing customers, start building relationship. When you acquire a new customer, it costs you much more than keeping an existing one, right? So you need to focus on the ones you already have. Your existing customers already know your brand, they trust your service, they're likely to buy again. They can refer other people, they can become your advocate, right? But when your business is focusing on bringing new people only, you miss the compounding value. of those you already have. Because their lifetime value, as I've said earlier, could be so much because they can refer people, they keep buying, and on and on and on. That's the transition here. When you stop treating customers like one-time transaction and you start building real relationship, your growth becomes more durable. Your growth becomes more predictable. And the whole idea is know them, and then make it easy for them to come back. Give them offers, give them discount, tell them about what is going on. It's still part of automating the journey, right? Keep checking up on them, have a sequence to follow up with them, right? And the next shift is to turn them into your sales team. And how do you do that? You leverage the trust and the satisfaction you've built into a systemic growth engine through a referral system, right? Think about it. A referral is not just a lead, it's the highest form of a trust. If someone is referred to your business, they're not going to go through the journey. They're already ready to buy because someone already transferred all the trust they have in you into that new person. So that new person is ready to buy. The person is not thinking of anything else. It's the highest form of a trust client can place in you, right? They're putting their reputation on the line, and that carries a lot of weight. So that's very critical. You have to turn those clients into your referral team, into your sales team. And how do you do that? The first thing is to ask at the right moment. When they're highly satisfied, that's the time to ask for, oh, please refer us. Please don't forget to tell others about us. Please don't forget to tell your friends about us. When you know you've satisfied them, right? Or maybe after they left a review. If someone leaves a review for you and it's positive, that's a good time to ask them, please refer us to your friend. Or maybe when they renew their service or they come to buy again, right? So those are the times you need to talk to them. Also make it easy for them. It could be a link on your website. It could be a QR code. It could be one message. It could be SMS. It could be a link to your review page or Google review page. Just make it easier for them to do that. And then reward them, reward them, reward them. It's not like you're buying their loyalty, but you're acknowledging them. You're appreciating their effort, right? So when you implement this, it's going to greatly help your business, right? Also, you need to measure. And I know a lot of people will say, how do I do that? You're not going to do that. There's a system that just from the dashboard, you can see a lot of this data. You need to measure your own response time in your business, because when you improve your response time, your lead conversion rate, your customer lifetime value, and referral rate, you would know where you stand. And when you continue to work on them, it would positively impact your business. So I have this question for you guys. Think about it. 10 question business systems audit. And these are rhetorical questions. You do not need to provide an answer right now. Just think about them and answer yes or no. If you have between 8 and 10 yeses, then you have a strong foundation. If you have between 5 to 7 yeses, then you have a clear growth opportunity that needs to be leveraged. But if you have between 0 to 4 yeses, you have a lot of work to do. You need a system upgrade, and there are revenue gaps right there. There are revenues right there. I'm going to go back to how I started. The problem is not marketing. The problem is not people are not seeing us. The problem is what are we doing with 1, 2, 3? The seed that came. How do we manage them? One person can make a lot of difference in the business. One person treated right can change the landscape of a business. My team will tell you that all the clients we have, 99.9% of all the clients we have, they are all referrers. They are all referrers. Virtually every single one of them, they are all referrals, and we give referral packages bonus to them. It's very critical. The marketing landscape has been fragmented, has become noisy so much that people don't know what to trust to believe anymore. If you can just take time to work on building relationship and capturing their and giving them a referral um, system, right, that they can work with and satisfying them, and you keep repeating that, you may not need to spend money on marketing. Why do you think a lot of the MLM, the multi-level marketing, you don't see them doing advertisement, but they pay bonuses to people that bring them? And those multi-level, they're very aggressive. They bring all their friends and family because they're motivated by money. But that's not even what I'm talking about here. But just to let you know how it works, right? So, four numbers that matters more than your followers count. It's not about social media followers and all that, how many people I know, right? These four numbers actually predict your revenue, your profit, and growth. Metrics like followers, traffic, open rate, they are encouraging, but they often fail to reveal whether the business is converting attention into actual customer, right? Your response time, I cannot overemphasize that. How fast do you respond to systems or to inquiries, to phone calls? If you are a service provider, let me tell you, service businesses like electrician, HVAC, they usually work in the field. They miss a lot of phone calls. Guess what happened? If someone calls HVAC electrician, you know why? They're having issues in their home right there and they want it resolved. And if you don't pick that call, you've lost that business. And that business could translate to several thousands of dollars because they are always in the field. But imagine a system that someone calls your business while you're working, system picks it up, system asks them what do they want to do, book an appointment, interested in a service, schedule an appointment for them. And while the system is doing that, the system is sending an SMS to the owner while in the field. You got an appointment, you got a business at this location, at this date, at this time. That's what I'm talking about. A system would help you to have a good response time. Lead conversion rate shows how effectively the business is turning interest to customers, right? What about customer lifetime value? How much a customer is worth over time, and how much the business can safely spend to acquire one. Your customer lifetime value is not in the $50, $100, $1,000, $5,000 they're spending. Their lifetime value is the referral, people they will bring, their repeat business, the Google reviews, the the being an advocate and ability to sell other services to them. So you have to see your customers or anyone buying from you from the you have to see them away from the value of what they're buying. You have to see a long-term vision of how much more they can bring into the business, and the referral rate all adds to that. So do me a favor, give me an estimate, you can write it down, of the current estimate for each of these metrics right now for you, right? Just imagine, where do you think your business stand in terms of response rates, lead conversion rates, customer lifetime value, and referral rate? Put it down. You don't have to tell me. Here's a simple but powerful weekly operating rhythm. Every Friday, just take 15 minutes to reset the business, right? Just reset the system. Review what leads are coming in, were they responded to, was their issue resolved, right? And on like that. Are there any things you need to do, right? And that will reveal a lot to you. Review your appointment. But if you don't have a system, you're not even going to be able to review your appointment. Whether there was a no-show, whether they rescheduled, whether they came, right? Review your appointment, review your reviews, even though there's a system that would automatically respond to reviews for you, whether good or bad, and be able to say the right thing. But you also want to see what people are saying, right? Review missed opportunities. Contact one past customer. You don't have a sale. Your mindset is not to sell. You just want to build a relationship with them. Check up on them. How are they doing? How is everything? It matters to people, right? Let me tell you a personal story. I have a staffing company, and I potentially lost a 316,000 business opportunity. My email had an issue at some point for about 3 weeks, and there were consistent emails being sent to me to provide consultant for an opening at one of the agencies that we service. By the time that email was resolved, they had moved on. It was more or less like guaranteed business because I know what I'm talking about. If they ask you to place a consultant for them as per your contract, you more or less have that business. It took a friend to help me realize what was happening. But it's as good, that example is as good as you not checking your email or emails going to junk or not responding on time. So having a weekly rhythm, a 15-minute cadence kind of reset your mind to see where you are with your business. Because you're the lead. If you don't grow in your mind, the business is not going to grow. That's where you stay. That's where you live. You have to be the one to see and imagine, right? And reset. And the goal is not perfection. It's just a disciplined repetition every week as the owner of this business. Whether you're the only one, whether there are 10 people, just build that habit and put it on your calendar, right? Because that's very critical. It's more important than you calling, setting appointments, sending emails. Because if you don't do that, nobody will do that in your business, right? All right. Our time is fast spent. I'm gonna try to speed up. I want to talk about the level. I see there's a question. Let me see. Okay, thank you. Yeah, please drop your question. There's 7 levels of customer experience, and you have to know all of them. There is a time that they don't know you, unknown. Through marketing, whatever, they become a prospect. They've noticed you, but your job is to earn their attention through credibility and relevance, right? And then from there, your job is to move them from being a prospect to a lead. Now they've raised their hand. They've reached out. You need to respond to them. And with all of that, they become your customer. They paid you one time. Your, your job is to deliver excellent service, make it an excellent experience. And when you do that, they become a repeat customer, which means they come back. So your job is to make their returning very easy and natural. And if you do that very well, they become your advocate. They tell other people about you. So your job is to recognize and celebrate that action that they referred you, right? If you pour your attention into one, you stop at selling to them, you've lost a whole lot of business from that point. So we shouldn't stop when we sell. We should go beyond selling to other things. Now, the system has AI components that does a lot of this work for you. There is a fear that, oh, AI is going to replace people. It's a lie. It just helps you to automate tasks, but you still have to do the thinking. Oh, it's too expensive. Nothing. Nada. It's not expensive. It's too complicated. There are modern tools that does all the work, has been customized for you, irrespective of your age. It's for big companies. Huh. That's not true. It's a level playing field right now. Everybody. I mean, it was projected that we're going to have the first billionaire who is just a single person with a laptop. It's already happening through AI. So it's not for big business, it's for everybody. It's for everybody. Time will not permit me because what I wanted to do is to demo a simple system for you to see how you can trigger a lot of actions, maybe receive text messages, start a conversation, send reminders, request reviews, and send follow ups. So, I want you to live today with a plan, not just for me to inspire you. Apart from your weekly cadence, right? Have a 1 to 20 days foundational effort. Make some improvement. Look about automation to implement. And here is it. So it's not all this workflow automation and all that that you have to pay for. You can use simple system that you already have. Your phone, reminders. You can use your phone to do a lot of things, right? Very important. I don't want you to leave with a perfect strategy, but at least get started with one and build momentum as you move along, right? So I talked about 7 systems because each buyer journey, you need a system. But guess what? Most businesses only have few of them. And here's the thing, whether you're one man or 10 people, 50 employee business, you need 7 interconnected systems. It doesn't matter the size of your business or industry. It's just the way it is. Your business should have interconnected 7 systems, right? And they're all on the screen. And I'm going to not talk about them here, but I'm going to go to the next slide. And I'm going to introduce to you the Paysetter Growth System. This is a system that I built based on common knowledge, my personal experience, and available tools out there. It's a proprietary framework that I've developed observing most common challenges in my own business and across several other businesses, right? This is not a software, it's a business operating philosophy, right? That you just have to follow. Let me quickly run through them. The P, prospect capture. I've already talked about all of this. You need a system. You need a system that provide immediate response, whether they're filling out a form on your website or they're emailing you or they're calling you, WhatsApping you, social media, Google, referrals. There has to be a system. I've already talked about this already, but it all came into this framework. You need it, right? And then automated follow-up. I talked about speed. No slow response. You got to move quickly, right? Speed. You got to be quick, right? With that. And then you have the C, customer journey. You have to understand the customer journey and what happens that I already explained that when they come in, they don't know you, they become a new lead, you convince them, you qualify them, set an appointment, do a demo for them, show them proposals, sell them the product, you win the business, you onboard them, you turn them to repeat customer, they refer other people to you. You need it. Very, very critical. And then the E&T, experience and track. Engaging them, converting them, and tracking performances. Very critical. I'm mindful of time, so I'm just going to speed through this, but the good thing is I've already talked about this. And then the A&S is automating your operations so that you can scale predictably, right? So we have a good framework. We have a great framework. It's good, right? But a strong, good framework needs a strong operating system. But when you combine a good framework with a good system, then you have a win right there. So this framework and these systems are combined together to help you capture leads, have conversation with them, or schedule appointment with them, sell to them all in one place, one view, no gap, streamline, talk to them on social media automatically, respond to their messages, capture all their comments on social media, send it into your CRM. Your CRM picks it up from there, on and on and on and on and on and on. That's what I'm talking about here, right? And this is just an example of what happened. In the morning, a lead comes in. That same time, instant SMS or email or confirmation or response, right? Book an appointment, send a reminder, after service, send invoice, send receipt. 48 hours later, send a review request and on and on. That's what I'm talking about here. So at the end of the day, you have a business that you don't have a system, you forget leads, you missed call, manual follow up, no consistent reviews, and then business doesn't grow. It stops when the owner stops. Or you could leverage a system and a framework that has been proven tested with a lot of testimonial. You capture lead, track them, automate response, take them through the pipeline so you know where they are in the journey, sell to them, get reviews, have a report, and scale it over and over and over again. So, on that note, I'm introducing to you, I made up my mind that 95% of this session is going to be me sharing with you knowledge that you can take anywhere else. And that's why you see, as I'm rounding up, I have just 5 minutes to talk about this. So, this is not about me selling, but this is me showing you the solution to all the problems that I've talked about. Everything that I've talked about, all the issues, the leaks, Pacesetter SaaS has been created and much more to solve that problem for you. And so I'm introducing to you Pacesetter SaaS. This is an all-in-one system and platform that I, with developers, have taken time to build over the years and keep working on it, keep working in it with me and my team to make your business solid. This is where my journey started, especially if you're like a side business owner, you're working full time, but you're doing something on the side. You need a system. You need a system. This is the type of system that you need that will just turn you to that'll be a game changer for you. It will save you time, faster customer responses, revenue becomes predictable, your team is organized, right? Why do business choose us? Because we're not a software company, we're a partner. We have client managers. We have client managers. You have your dedicated manager. They work with you. They help you to solve issues from domain registration to coming up with content for your business to building your website and setting up everything for you. You have your own manager that does it for you. We are your partner, right? We are not just a software company, right? So, what happens if nothing changes after today? You still have good things to talk about. You've learned a couple of things. You can figure out a way to solve it, or you can let system help you. There are systems out there, but we pride ourselves as we just about people. We are just about people. We understand your business. We work with you. We grow with you. Very different, very important. And so I want to offer for anyone interested in learning more or signing up to our system as a service. Usually, if you go to pacesetters.io, we give 14 days trial. But for you on this call, if you decide to join us, we're changing that to 30 days trial, right? And we're going to give you full access. You're going to see our setup is usually $500, $300 to $500 one time to set up. But for everyone on this call, we're dropping that 50% to $250, right? We're going to give you a strategy session. We're going to look everything we talked about. We're going to look at it in your business and come up with a strategy for you. You get a full business website valued at $750. Absolutely any type of business, anything you wanted to do, optimized, can talk to people, can talk to you through voice, through chat, you know, can do everything that I've been talking about. And then we build workflows are automated that says when somebody does this, this is what happened. When somebody does this, this is what happened. We would customize the workflow perfectly for you. And then we give you a full AI suite that can help you create email, create SMS, chat with people, use voice to chat with people, and on and on and on and on that. All of this valued at almost 2,500, zero today. And there's no commitment. And it's true. It's no, as in you're not paying nothing. You're not committing to nothing. Just for you to see what we're talking about. And then you can make up your mind. But my team, I have about a couple of them here, they will tell you that there's no one that has signed up with us and left because they're like, wow, wow, that's what they say. But to assure you, we're giving you 30 days to make up your mind and we will do the work for you. Our implementation takes pretty much, depending on your project, 2 to 4 weeks. And this is all that happens within that 4 weeks, right? We sit down with you, we understand your business, you fill out the onboarding, we take that information, we take it inside, and then we set up the platform, we build everything, right? We test our automation sequences, then we do live presentation to you. We go back, we work on it again, and then we train you, right? And then we launch out for you. Guess what? We're not leaving you alone. You have your own client manager, though, that works with you every day, and practically run your business for you. And I'm telling you the truth. All right. So why is there no risk? No setup fee, guided implementation, personal strategy session, 30 days free trial, live training. You can cancel anytime, anytime, anytime. Here is the pricing. And this is true. My team knows that. If you go to our website, you would see what I'm talking about. Our starting price is $97 a month, right? But we're going to reduce that for you guys. 50% for anyone that signed up on this call. We're going to drop it 50% and it's for life, not just for 1 month, for as long as you want. We're dropping 50% off for you, right? Only for those who are on this call. If this sounds like something you want to be part of, you can go to that link. Sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up. If you say, oh, maybe I still want to learn more, you can schedule an appointment. You can schedule an appointment with me or with anyone in my team. We would show you the full platform. We would explain everything you need to know if that's what you would like to do. All right. I'm trying to keep it to 1 hour. We're 4 minutes over. Here are some questions. Do I need to switch? Right? You don't need to switch. We can integrate with many platforms. You don't need to pay for Calendly. You don't need to pay for web development. You don't need to pay for domain. You don't need to pay for hosting. You don't need to pay for social media scheduler, right? You have an inbuilt phone number that sends reminder that you can call people from the system that captures data. You have your own CRM. As far back as 3 years ago, for US Africa Business Week, which is an event that I also, I'm part of the team. We pay $350 every month to manage CRM, just CRM. So that's to give you a context of what we're offering you and for you to understand, right? Can you migrate your existing data? Absolutely. We do all the migration for you for free. Can your team use it? Yes. For our startup plan, you have 5 admins and you can assign different responsibility to them, different access to them. And do you need technical skills? You need zero skills. You don't need no skill to run the business. So let me see if we have questions. So we can take any question. And if there are no questions in the chat room, okay, good. I don't see any question. Does anyone here would like to ask any question? Please go ahead, signify, raise your hand. We would take your question. All right. Question. Any question? As we're waiting for question, if you have any, this is an example of a system, right? You can ask AI question here, right? Anything you want to is gonna tell you, is gonna do it for you. Right? That's that. There's a dashboard that shows you whatever data you want to see about your business. Consider this your business operating dashboard, right? Where you can assign tasks, you can remind yourself of tasks, you can check how many people email, phone calls, and all that data, where the contacts are coming from. You can see your contact. You can see so many things about that. Here is conversation. Every conversation that is coming, you can see is a two-way communication. You can send message, the reply back to you. You can change from email to WhatsApp to SMS. And if you send it in, it goes to them and they reply back. Everything in one place, right? You can drop a task, you can schedule an appointment with them, on and on and on. Calendar, your contact stays here, your CRM, all of them in one place. You can segment them into different lists, right? Payment here, you can track payments, you can create products, you can generate invoices, and on and on and on, right? Marketing here, you have a social media scheduler, you have you can use it to connect as many social media accounts as you want. You can and the good thing is you can see comment coming from social media, right? You can filter by data range and you can see comment coming in, right? You can see statistics, you can see social listening, so many things, and these are all the platforms you can connect. Automation sit here, your website sit here. If you have a membership business, you can create a membership plan, and on and on and on and on and on. All right. I appreciate every single one of you listening to me. Again, the link to sign up is here. I hope you're still seeing my screen. Yes, that's the link to sign up if you would like to learn more or be part of our organization. I want to thank you, every single one of you, for taking time to listen to me. On that note, I'm going to stop my presentation. So if there are no questions, Nancy, I'm handing over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Binga, for your time. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. And thank you, everyone, for spending part of your day with us. And would be delighted to have your questions. But since we don't have any questions at the moment, would also let you know that we'll be in touch with you to tell you more, to guide you through on how to setting up your own accounts, how to get the engagement you need, step-by-step means on how to get this all started. So on behalf of the Paystars team, we want to say we appreciate you for your time. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your engagement. And thank you once more.